hard that they can't even play the game? If that's not the case, then usually it's not worth picking these champions. They are only good for that one scenario. How much time is a pro team supposed to devote for every single niche counter pick? Why spend time learning a single champion for a single scenario when you can just learn a meta champion who's good into most scenarios? Counter pick champions usually come out because pros themselves really just enjoy playing these champions. They've played a bunch of them because they feel like they're cool or they look flashy, and so they have enough personal experience that it makes up for it. But pro teams and their coaches are not going to start pushing their players to start learning Rammus top just because it counters a specific champion. What makes a good jungler in professional play? In the words of many great junglers, being a pro jungler is exactly like being a slave for your team. Pro junglers are exactly like slaves. If your team is calling for an objective, you have no right to refuse. You're supposed to stay outside in the jungle for the majority of the game. Don't come into the lane with these other champions unless they ask you to. Laners will never give you any of the money that's in their lane. And even if you're doing all this work, they're never going to feed you very much. If you look at the most picked junglers in professional play, don't come into the lane with these other... champions unless they ask you to. Laners will never give you any of the money that's in their lane, and even if you're doing all this work, they're never going to feed you very much. If you look at the most picked junglers in professional play, they all have very common themes. Rek'Sai, Elise, Olaf, Lee Sin, these champions are all very strong individually without items. Because slaves never get any real money for themselves, they have to rely on their basic kits. Slaves need to be strong without being fed. The job of a professional jungler is almost always to cover for his team's weakness. Let's say your win condition is to get Azir strong. If you pick a jungler like Master Yi, whose early game is significantly weaker than everyone else's, if you gank the mid lane and you're up against one of those other junglers, you're almost always going to lose the 2v2. This is why, historically speaking, you cannot play around the jungler. Champions like Shyvana, Master Yi, Kayn, Amumu, they all do different things really well, but all of them require a certain level of resources. If you die even once, you are just going to be permanently bullied out by the enemy jungler. And so if you want to be able to take your buff safely, you have to call your own laners over, which means they miss minions and they miss EXP. By the factor of your own selfishness to play one of these champions, you are going to set your players behind. The only time in which Master Yi was ever played in professional play was when Taric Yi funneling was so powerful that pro players were doing it. Basically, your mid laner would just play Taric, get Master Yi to farm jungle camps, and then also get him to farm the mid lane as well. Even with this strategy, it was not perfect for professional players. Master Yi players usually went double CS up on their enemy junglers, and even though they were basically guaranteed to get ahead and get fed, even this strategy was not a foolproof win for pro teams. And that was because the enemy teams would just simply gank the other lanes. For pro players, who cares if the Master Yi has 300 CS? The rest of their team is completely useless. Their top laner and support aren't tanky, and their AD carry does no damage. Exhaust, CC, blow up Master Yi, and the whole team falls quickly afterwards. Although Rengar, Amumu, Shyvana, and Kayn all do different things from Master Yi, they essentially all have the same weakness. Maintaining a good professional draft is a lot like maintaining a good lawn for a boomer. It has to have synergy, they have to fit into very neat lines, but most importantly, they need to be consistent. Consistency is the most important trait for pro players. If you put one of the best Riven players in the world on that champion, will he be able to get ahead and carry every single game? The answer is probably no. When a professional player puts a new champion into his champion pool, he will have to have a certain number of games on that champion. Professional players have a limited amount of practice time every single day. With the meta ever constantly shifting, it is very difficult to justify picking up fad champions that could be potentially nerfed in the next patch. Take the current meta, for example. Morgana and Diana recently just became the number 1 and number 2 junglers in the game. Historically, how often have you seen Morgana and Diana jungle dominating? This is what a lot of pro teams are hesitant to pick up these champions even though they know they're good. If you put 50 games into a champion and then Riot immediately nerfs this champion right afterwards, all of that practice time immediately becomes worthless. Many other teams will simply learn how to play against these picks rather than pick them up themselves. Oh, and if you're wondering how long it took for Morgana and Diana jungle to get nerfed, the answer is exactly one patch. Pro players also don't necessarily play on every single patch. There are breaks between certain weeks of the game, and there are MSI and World patches. One of the most common times that you'll actually see off-meta picks coming into games is during Worlds. Worlds patch lasts for months for these pro players. Here, players know that they have more time to experiment with their picks. Instead of having to catch up with the meta every single week, they can start inventing their own meta and playtest whatever they want. But no pro player in the world has enough time to be a god at every single champion in the game. When I put up the list of champions that I was going to be doing for this video in the community polls, a lot of people were questioning as to why I put Udyr in this list. In the current meta, Udyr is pretty much a permanently picked or banned champion. If you played with or against an Udyr anytime last few months, you probably aren't too surprised. But if anyone deserves to be on this list, it is definitely Udyr. The number of times that Udyr was played in Season 10 was 0. The number of times that Udyr was played in Season 9 was 0. The number of times that Udyr was played in Season 7 was 0. The number of times that Udyr was played in Season 8 was 1. That was a loss. Throughout the history of this champion, he has not really been picked up. In fact, 99% of all Udyr games played in professional play have just been in the last few months. So let's examine exactly what made Udyr the best jungler in the game. Udyr has two clear consistent weaknesses when it comes to professional play. He is not as useful in a team fight, and he's very easily kited. Because of the overwhelming value of Scuttle Crab, the champions that are viable in the jungle meta are determined by who can clear the camps quickly and who can win early game skirmishes. Udyr is perhaps the best at doing both, and that's why he became the number 1 jungler in the meta. With the addition of items such as Force of Nature and Turbo Chemtech, Udyr players were able to be tanky, be a threat, and be able to get onto whatever champion they wanted in a team fight. If Udyr didn't have these two factors, he would still be one of the least played junglers in the game. Some champions' kits are designed not to be difficult because they're designed to be appealing to new players. Udyr, Rammus, Vi, and Warwick all fit this category. When you have simplistic champions that just do one thing really well, it's not very appealing for professional players. When it comes to Vi and Warwick, yes, they're very good at locking down one person, but a champion like Jarvan is good at locking down entire teams. These champions are basically just jungle training wheels. The jungle role is arguably the most difficult role in the game. It's definitely the role that takes the most abuse from his own teammates. These extremely basic champions are designed for new players to ease into this harsh role. Pro players aren't going to pick them up because they can make better use out of more complex champions. These guys are not meant for the big leagues. Udyr is the only lucky one out of this bunch because he had both of his major...
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Fuck, I did it again. God damn it.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I'm so sad. Why not? Yeah.
Minions have spawned.
I jump at 22. It's gone. Wait, is it? What? I saw the icon on the map after I walked away. I feel like I'm just supposed to go top. This feels very free. Broly coming from behind together. I can probably make it. No, I cannot. Most certainly. Oh, yes, I can. What the hell? I mean, I'm trying. Make sure he walks up. Okay, you're an idiot. See, it's easy. Just wait a second, And stop fucking pinging me. That W was bad. I should have held this stack. Yeah. I smite just because volley's coming. I was hoping I could get that off before my stacks ran out. This might be down. It wasn't. How the fuck did it run out? God, I really have to work on my Rengar. Good thing I'm practicing. Why did it reset? Why the hell would it reset? Ah. I'm mad. Alright, back. There's no way we do anything here. And I have plenty to back for here. This and that. Sure. Wing. God, that's unfortunate. How long did Volley even stay up there? It's kind of insane. Damn it. Hopefully he doesn't need me.
An ally has been slain.
Not sure how the fuck that even happened. Ow. If only I had a mid laner. Oh well. What do I even build here? It can't be Last Whisper. The fuck do I even build here? This and that? Sure. I'll allow it. Oh, fuck, I completely forgot. I knew there was a good item. It was Essence River, right? Yeah. Whatever, this is fine. It's good against everyone except Volley. Jesus. Sure, I'll come. That's fine. Why would you walk into him like that? I mean... Ooh. Nice. That did land. I just want to eat this one more time. Fuck, why did you walk away, man? Why is my luck skanking? It's actually impossible to play with these people. Well, that was bad.
You have been slain. Executed.
This guy. I don't get it. Pretty sure I got collected here. No. It's gotta be Essence River next. It just has to be. Huh. There's a chance they stay. Weirdly. No, they don't. They don't. Why? What just happened?
An enemy has been slain. Turret plate will fall. Enemy rampage.
Yeah. That Kai'Sa's kind of big.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I think he dies. No. That's a stopwatch. Theoretically, I can kill him though. Why are you not walking up? Please help me. Okay. Collected that thing. Cool. Well, that's my 5 stack. Or sorry, Essence Raver collector, that thing. Cool. That's fine. That's fine. God, I just wish I had a mid laner though. Why the hell are you taking my shit, man? Like, why? I've done so much for him this game. Grateful little bitch. His looks actually AFK? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Seems over. That's collector time. Stop running from me. Oh god, if the Jinx just didn't exist. It was a free kill. I'm not gonna run around and keep chasing that shit. I don't think anyone actually comes here. We're kind of a scary double to walk into. Never mind. Someone came. Yep, that's good. I like it. I think it's that. It just feels good. Better than that. Seems like the right thing to do. Why are you helping me? Nice. It is up. How the fuck did I miss that shit? Wow. Yeah. Shit. I swore Collector would have killed her. I don't actually know how Collector didn't kill her there. I'm pretty sure she was below 5. Whatever. Yeah, they have everyone going for it. I mean, at least Wukong. Or no, Cat. There was Cat on the map, I saw. And apparently Jinx just wasn't looking at the map. That's fine. Wow. Where the fuck is this Wukong? No, what? Why are we bot of all places right now? What the fuck? I don't understand why the fuck they pushed bot, man. But we got both towers, so that's good. Or miraculously, I got both towers, so that's good. That's a Gnar teleport. Wow. No, they surrendered. Okay, I got a shower. Bye.